Hello guys, so this week's video is going to be a Meet the OCs video, and I haven't done one of these since 2015, ever since Skylar Flutterby, so I'm going to be introducing two characters during this video, Mira de Silva and Ruby Topaz. Now Ruby is up first, and let me just say just before I get started with this video that yes, there is a little screen down in the right hand corner of me filming my Cintiq, and I don't know how I'm going to incorporate this. I've always wanted to see how this would work in the past, so I'm gonna see what your reaction of it is. Should I just record the Cintiq screen or should I do screen recording? I don't know what I should do with this, so please give me your opinions down in the comments. I'm actually going to leave links in the description of where you can read up a little bit more about these characters, their backstories in full, and some pictures of them that I've drawn in the past. Now, I haven't fully updated it, I really need to, so let's get started about talking about Ruby. Now, Ruby is actually a singer. She is a parody of all of my old OCs that I used to have back in like 2011 to 2013. Pretty much all of them were singers, so I kind of wanted Ruby to be a singer, but I wanted her design to be a lot more striking and a lot more bold. So a little bit about her backstory is that her parents are actually music producers and they own a label called Turntable Records, after their surnames Turner. Now, Ruby's actual real surname is Turner and not Topaz, because Topaz is actually her real name. Ruby Topaz is her stage name. Ruby became a singer in the record label that her parents had, so it became a family record label. Ruby actually left the record label when she turned 16. Now, she really wanted to make it on her own, and also the family dynamic was being affected by the professional attitudes of her parents, and she just wanted to remove herself from the equation because she wanted real parents and not parent managers. Something that's actually not really that noticeable for Ruby is the fact that she actually has heterochromia, which is basically having two different eye colours. Now, she actually has a dash of brown in one of her eyes when her main eye colour is actually blue. This is kind of what inspired her to actually have a brown and blue toned hairstyle. She had really long hair when she was little and her parents wouldn't let her cut it. So the first thing she did when she actually turned 16 was she dyed her hair. After getting her hair dyed, she got her hair cut in a really dramatic bob cut. Now, this hairstyle was actually inspired by somebody in my high school year, and she had this black hair and then underneath this dramatic bob cut she had pink streaks. Now, this looked really cool and it really looked effective, especially when she tied her hair back and you could see the pink just go all the way through her hair. It looked amazing. So that's what Ruby's hairstyle was inspired by. Another thing is that Ruby's eyes actually glow pink. Now, all of my characters have a power. Now, this power that Ruby has is gravity. She uses it in her shows to do tricks without having to use a harness. She can manipulate her own sense of gravity. This is countered by the fact that there is only a certain amount of gravity that she can actually lose before it becomes dangerous. So you can actually see a lot of colour references come up on the screen. Now, Ruby has a specific skin tone, and in Copics it's actually E93. Now, trying to get that in digital terms is really difficult, so I actually downloaded the colour chart, the full colour chart of the Copic range, so I could actually choose from the Copic range what colours I wanted, so I could actually colour it traditionally with the proper colours. I'm also in the process of making a colour reference sheet for all of my OCs, even the background ones like that are part of other characters' stories. So this is going to be a very long process, especially because I get really overly detailed in my characters. I'm sorry if you can hear my fan in the background of some of the audio because I've had to turn it on right now because it is like 29 degrees. I can't even deal with this UK heat wave. The heat type is different. It like sticks to you and it's a really horrible type of heat. It is just unbearable and it's actually set to get worse. There is a person doing their garden and the sound is really, really loud. So if you hear it, I'm sorry. Now, the next character I'm going to be discussing is Mira de Silva. Now, Mira is quite the solemn character. That's why she kind of has this really sad looking expression on her face. Now, she has a really complicated backstory, and to go into it would be a whole video of itself, but I wanted to put these two characters together in one video. So a basic rundown of her backstory is that she is a guardian angel from birth and she doesn't know it because her memories were wiped. Her memories were wiped because she had curiosity in a fallen angel, an angel that is below her in rank and morality. Because of this, her rank was never removed as a guardian angel, but she was banished into a mirror, and then the mirror was sent down onto Earth. Her memories of being a guardian angel previously were wiped, and she actually gained new powers of being able to control mirrors. Now, she could look out on the outside world, but people couldn't look in at her. She is forced to watch events and she can't do anything about it. She wishes to break free from the mirror. Even in some of the timelines when she actually gets out of the mirror and breaks free, she usually ends up dying very soon afterwards. Because of her memory being wiped, her real name isn't actually Mira, and she only had that name because other people kept calling her windows to the outside world mirrors, and they were silver, so Mira de Silva. So the design of Mira wasn't particularly the most thing that I wanted to focus on. Unlike Ruby, I wanted the focus of Mira to be more so on the backstory and the fantasy world around her more than herself. So I really wanted a very simplistic design, and the dress is actually based on a dress I own myself. The shade of blue is a bit different to the one that Mira is wearing, but it is very, very similar in the way it looks. And with the jacket, I do have a jacket like that, but I have it in black, not in pink, but I thought the blue and the pink actually looked really, really nice together. So it's kind of like the primary colours, the blonde of Mira's hair, the blue of the dress, and the pink of the cardigan. While designing Mira, her original design was actually pretty boring in terms of everything, so I decided just to like accessorize it a bit and gave her some glasses, and also I gave her a rose in her hair. I thought it'd be really nice to have a silver rose. This is actually inspired by one of my old DeviantArt acquaintances, Blueberry 109 on DeviantArt, and I thought that this was a really nice addition and it really complemented the design of my character to make the rose silver. And yes, there has been a lot of digital art videos recently. That's because of my Cintiq. I love my new Cintiq. I got it in March around the time that I was finishing off some exhibition work for my university projects, so I've just been using it a hell of a lot more. It's been so much fun, and I'm actually working on several videos that are currently digital. I do plan on doing more traditional videos, but I'm actually not quite sure what to draw most of the time, so I'm actually gonna leave it to you guys to actually leave some suggestions down in the comments what you actually want to see. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!